We just survived the League 6 in the Lead Chess Bundesliga, which was very nice. I came home late and was able to get 8 points, so that was nice to stay in the league. And now I should be warmed up, and will try to get a record puzzle rush. So not puzzle rush, but puzzle survival. And I need 46 points to tick off the task in the dojo training, and 39 for a new record. So we just start then, I believe, and it's puzzle survival, which means I have 3 free tries, like errors, and not getting it right before I'm thrown out of the survival. So we'll start and we'll see, of course, how that goes. So let's try. Black to move, and I have all the time I need for making my moves. So here I guess it's just taking the rook with a check. Good. Here it's checkmate. No, yes, it's still checkmate. Black to move. Checkmate. Black to move. Checkmate. White 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 to move. And I think it is about getting the rook, the fork on c7, but the bishop is unprotected. So is there anything else that I can do? This bishop is also unprotected, but I still think it's the fork. But maybe there's a checkmate waiting somehow. Check, take, or take. That doesn't work. I'm sorry. So I don't see anything else like really pressuring, so I just go for the fork. Yes. White to move. Take. I believe take is the only correct thing, but if the bishop goes to d5, I need to go out of the way and I cannot really promote. So is there anything else I can do? I don't see it. It doesn't look too convincing, like... Wait a second. Of course it is check, so he cannot move the bishop. And it's a nice checkmate waiting there. Of course it's fine. Of course. Okay. Black to move. It is black to move. These are also supposed to be super easy, but sometimes I just don't see it. So let's take a look. What can we do here? I can just take the knight, and if he takes, I just go for the checkmate with the rook. White to move. Checkmate. White to move. The bishop is unprotected. My bishop is unprotected. My first guess would be knight to f6. Check, and if he takes, I take his pawn, his bishop. And if he then threatens my queen, I need to retreat and lose my bishop on b4. This is quite hilarious that I don't know this, but we check some more. So, I really don't see anything else here. So I cross my fingers that it's correct. We'll see. Ah, he took here, okay. Okay. And here I think it's taking the knight with the checkmate threat. Yes. Black to move. Black to move. Isn't that a checkmate already? With the rook to a6? Yes, checkmate. White to move. Checkmate on d8. Oh yeah, he got protected, but now I can go here and here. Okay. White to move. No, that's rather easy. Rook h8 and rook f8 checkmate. Black to move. Checkmate, rook d1. White to move. I have a potential checkmate threat with the queen on b1. So this needs to be rather forcing. Didn't see it. It's checkmate with the queen on g7. Black to move. It is a check on b2, and then I can take the knight. That's probably it. Yes. White to move. White to move. It looks like I cannot get to his king. What is this here? Well, I think it might be queen to h6. If I go queen h6, it's a mate on g5. And if he tries to prevent that...
Sorry, I can't help with that. You can control smart home devices.
No. The mobile phone just talked to me. Okay. So, again, can he prevent it somehow? Yes, he can. So if he goes pawn f4, because then the checkmating square is protected, but no, g5. But it is also checkmate if I take on f4. So I still think it's queen to h6. But is this too difficult for 1280? 1300? And also I can be checked by the queen on c2. So there must be something else. What is it? Hold on, the pawn is pinned. So if I give him a check on e4, he cannot take, but is in check. There's only one square to go to. It is h5. And then what to do? Then it is the queen to f7, check. And he has only one square to go to. That is h6. And then I go queen f6, check. Only one square to go for him. h5 again. And checkmate on g5. Yes, that's what I think it is. But seems to be too difficult for this. We'll see. Can he do something else if I go here? No. Yes, nice. Okay. So, white to move. Isn't that a checkmate? By rook e1. He cannot go away. He cannot take it, so he has to put something in between. I take it and it's good. All right. White to move. I think also easy. It is rook takes h7. He has to take. And queen h3 with a checkmate. Okay. Black to move. First thing that comes to mind is check on f2. He has to go to g1 or e1. Then I can check him with the fork and take the rook. I believe that's the clue here. Let's go. Is there a checkmate now? Nope, I just take the rook. I mean, I will lose my knight, but it's still a good thing to do. But I'm still low in material. If he takes, I can take his... I can fork the knight and the bishop, so that should be good. No, it was wrong. Probably the other one first. Yes. Didn't think enough. It was just one of the deadly sins of chess, being too greedy. So, yeah. That's it. I was too greedy. No. Okay, so I just go for the next one. Cannot hurt. I have two more, or one more free throw, more or less. So, black to move. It is probably the rook fork on e3 with the checkmate threat on c2. Also wrong, I'm too careless. Oh no. So think of all the possibilities, don't move. Okay, now if I move, I'm dead. I mean, if I do an error, I'm dead. Black to move. It is a checkmate with the bishop on f2. He cannot take, he cannot put something in between, and he cannot run away. Yep. Good. Black to move. Checkmate threat on h7, so I need to have forcing moves all the way. And how do I do it? I give a check on e1. Only one square for him, it is h2. I'll take the pawn. Check. He can move the pawn. I go there. No, of course, it is check. Then the queen to g3. Check again. He has to move. Yes, that's it. Nice. Okay, black to move. Checkmate on rook b1. Yes. White to move. Rook d8, check. Only one square to go to. That is g8 and queen h8, checkmate. Wrong. I'd like to go with this one, just checking. What was he mistake? He could escape to e7, of course. Yeah. So what is the better move? Yeah, it is of course queen h8 first. Then he goes to e7 and then queen to d8. Okay. I was too careless. So next one, I'm interested to see, what is it? Yeah. So here black to move, and I tried the fork, as that didn't work. Yeah, I could be checkmated probably, or just being checked. So I need forcing moves here too. So I believe it is Queen e3. Nope, he could take the rook. So Queen a3 check. Hmm. Yes, of course. No, hold on. So if I go a3, it is check. If he goes to b2, it's checkmate sooner or later, because I can check him again with the knight on c3. He has to go to a1 and checkmate with the queen. What happens if he moves the other way? So check. He goes with the knight to d2. I can give him a checkmate with the queen to e3. Ez. And the other one, okay, it was check, and it was not the rook fork. It was first this one here, I believe. Also wrong. Ooh. So is there a checkmate sequence? Give him another check. Always keep on checking. So if I check on e2, he has only one move left with the king, and that is h1. And then I don't get it. Hmm. I don't know. Anybody in chat? Do you know it? I don't. So again, two candidate moves here. One is check with the fork on f3, and the other one is check with the knight on e2. Knight on e2, he has to retreat to h1, and then I'm out of moves. I don't know what else to do. Hmm. No clue. Ah, okay, that could be. The idea here might be to take the knight. He has to take. Well, he doesn't have to take because it's protected by the rook. If he takes, of course, I would fork on b6. But if I take, he can also just take my knight on d4. Yeah, I don't know. This is difficult for me. Okay. So I like to just see what happens. I go for the check. Nope. Didn't work. Then I will try to take here. Also didn't work. No idea. Hint. It's this one. But I tried the knight fork and it said it was wrong. Huh? I swear, that was my move when I did it wrong the first time. Well, I will just rewind and take a look what I did. But I really think it was the move. Strange. Totally strange. Okay. So this was an unsuccessful attempt and I will go for the next one. Okay, it was 29, fourth all time, as I haven't practiced this a lot yet. So this time with more concentration, and we'll see, of course, how this goes. So, play again. White to move. It is a checkmate on e8, take the rook, done. White to move, checkmate here, okay. Black to move, it's a checkmate sequence. White to move, it's a sole checkmate. Okay, black to move. Black to move, checkmate. Black to move, checkmate. White to move, checkmate. Black to move. Yeah, just run. Is that correct? It should be yes. He didn't take, otherwise I could have retake and then run. So I can run now and still promote sooner than he does. That's good. Black to move. Yep, checkmate on g2. Black to move. Black to move. I just check and taking the bishop. Anything else? No, I think I'm good. White to move. Checkmate on d7. White to move. So white to move. Yeah, checkmate sequence. Black to move. Black to move. This looks difficult. But it's not. It is attacking the queen simultaneously with the bishop. And now I just take black to move. I see a fork. No, I don't see the fork because the bishop protects d2. So let's take a closer look. I just take the knight, and if he takes with the bishop, I retake. Anything else? Nope, I think that's good. White to move. It is a checkmate. Black to move. Black to move. shouldn't be difficult. I would go for b7. The king has to go out of the way, and okay. It's always interesting to know where the board looks turned around, and it is, but I didn't see that. I thought, of course, yeah, alrighty, so it's just here. Oh no, good. White to move. My queen is attacked, so I just take the knight. That's good. White to move, and it's a checkmate. And we have the next one, and that is black to move. What to do? Easy. It is queen h3 check. Only one square for the king. That is g1. Then rook g4. Queen g2. White to move. What to do? I think it is check on h6. He has to take queen f8. Checkmate. Yes. Whoops. Again, I tend to not calculate it all the way through. That happens very often, and now I don't know. Basically, it should be given as an error already because I didn't see that. So the rook is pinned. I could go g1 and then give a checkmate sequence. Yes, that's it. Okay, black to move. Check on e8 and then take the rook. White to move. Check. He has to defend with the bishop. Then I go with the bishop to h6, and that should be the trick. Yes. Black to move. I think it is check on h4. He has to go to g8. Then check with the bishop. He has to go to f1. And then I could check him with the queen on h1. He has to go to king e2. And then I don't know. Sorry. So, how can I do this? I think I'm on a very good way. Check h4. He has to go. Why not pushing him to the other side by the queen? So, yes, that's a very nice way. So I take f2 with the queen. He has to go back, and I give him a check on h4 again, and that's good. Yes. Check, check, checkmate. Lovely. Okay, white to move. I think it is pawn b6. If he takes, pawn takes, again b6, and he cannot stop me from promoting. If he doesn't take, I just run through. So I believe that's the correct move here. Good. Black to move. Black to move. Difficult one. Okay, always check the checks first. I go check g1. He takes my knight and I'm bad, so it's not a good idea. So we go knight h4 check. He has only 2 squares to go to, and that is h3 or g3. I again have to move my knight because it's tagged. If he would go to, well, it doesn't make sense, the knight to h4 because the queen will take. So we have one more try for a check, and that is knight to f1 check. If he takes, I take. All good. So where can he go to? Difficult one, difficult. Ho ho, I see something. So if I go with the, yes, very nice. So if I go check with the queen and he takes, I just go check g4, and that is a checkmate. Yes, and if he goes to the other side to h3 is also checkmate. So that's the solution. Nice. White to move. White to move. So, white to move. What to do? I think we have a is it checkmate already? No, he has an escape square on f7, but I can start checking. Always check the checks first. So the queen goes to e4, check. He could just move his bishop in front with f5, and that was that. So that's not the solution. Sorry. What happens if I go bishop d3 right away? Check. He can go away to f7. What then? And then he can escape to f8. So it's not good. Difficult. Hmm. Oh, something happened. I don't know. I don't know what that was, but I set up new alerts, and I believe that was a subscriber on YouTube. Is that correct? So if somebody subscribed, thank you very much, and really appreciate it, of course. Thank you. Okay, it didn't show up on YouTube here, but I probably can do this. Hold on. I will just check. I didn't see that. And check enter and log into and hold on. And I have the event list. And I have a new follow, and that is Hudo Hi. So thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, back to the stream, of course, and we'll check here. So again, now we have time. So it is I'll check with the bishop on d3 check. You could just go with the no, this wouldn't work. But it's difficult. What is the correct thing to do here? Calculate it through. Bishop d3 check. If he puts his bishop in front on f5, I just take with the queen, check, and mate. Well, not yet, but he could go away to h5. I move my bishop on g5 out of the way, and then it will probably come. So, but if he doesn't go with the bishop and instead retreats with the king to f7, then it's he can run away and escape to the f8 square. So I should leave my bishop on c4 to just get out of the way there. So I don't know. I really don't know. So we have to think of something else, maybe a little more creative, but is there an easy way out? Difficult. Hmm. What to do? Okay, I again give him a check with the queen on e4. He could run away to h5, but then I can just put my bishop on g5 out of the way. Check him and should be good. So if he instead tries to retreat to f7, then I could just check. I don't know, it's difficult. Really, really difficult. So think, Jan. Should be easy. It's only 13 or 1400. And do I just don't see it? Move order, probably. My queen is attacked, so it's a queen move, probably. I give him a check with the queen. He cannot retreat to f7, and if he goes to h5, it's also not good. So he might just take the bishop to f5. And then he again attacks my queen. And then I could give him a check with the bishop on f7. He has to take, otherwise it's checkmate. I take his bishop on f5. equal and just exchanged bishops. But my queen was off the way. But that cannot be the solution. It cannot. Oh, and I forget something. So if I check him, he could just take my bishop. My bishop is also attacked. So I'm actually in a fork. So I believe the idea here is to save it. Okay, so let's try. Queen checks. Yes, I believe the first move for sure will be the queen check. Check. He has to bring in the bishop. I check here. Check. He takes. I take that bishop, but then he can still get my bishop on G5. So how can I get rid of that? Check. Check on E4. Hmm. Very difficult. I believe that's the correct move. So I try with that one and then I see what he does. So I cannot calculate it through all the way. I'm in a fork. I need to save it. So I go check queen e4. Queen is out of the way. If he says, well, thank you, I attack you on f5 with the bishop, then I will just go bishop f7. He has to take with the king. And then I take his bishop now on f5. And he cannot take because the knight is the pawn is pinned. Yes, so I think that's the correct solution. But again, if I check him, he can take the bishop on g5 with the king. But if he does that, check with the queen, he takes the pawn. I'll check him with the pawn on h4. He has to move out of the way. I give him a check there, but oh, this is so difficult. I just try, so let's go. So it really took too much time. If it takes longer than 10 minutes, I just move. So I go with the queen move. And it was wrong. Okay, I have to look it up later on. That was obviously not correct. And probably easy, but I didn't see it. Okay, what is it here? It's white to move. White to move, white to move. Okay, the queens are on, well, open squares more or less. So is there anything I can do? I take, he retakes with a knight, so that doesn't matter too much. Okay. Well, I think I can just remove the defender. That is, bishop takes e5, the knight. And then he has to, well, save his queen. Takes my queen, I take with the rook, and then he takes my bishop, and we won nothing. But wait, I don't have to retake right away, because if I take the knight, he takes my queen, and I just take his knight, check, he has to move out of the way, and then I retake. So that's probably it. I'll try. What can happen? Super. Okay. So now we just go for the next one. Okay, so it's black to move. And what do we do here? It's black to move. Oh, I think it is a check by taking the... Yes. Take, and then I can... Yes, okay, that should be easy. So I take the rook on e1, check. Then he can move out of the way. I take the other rook and am a rook up. But I cannot take the other rook because my queen would be gone. So again, check, and that means I take. He goes out of the way with the king, and take. He goes out of the way, take. He takes my queen, and we are equal, but I have... Well, I don't even have the 2 pawns then. Well, I still have the 2 rooks then, but my queen is gone. So that's probably not a good exchange. And that means... what to do? So I bet the best move is really take the rook, check. If he takes with the king, with the rook, I retake. He takes with the queen, and I just take the bishop. So the only way to get out of this for him would be to move the king to g2. If he does that, what can I do? Take, he goes out of the way. How to do this? Bishop d3 maybe. Yeah, but that was to the earlier one, Oystein Sanne. Sorry, I didn't see that earlier on. Didn't see the chat. Okay, so hmm. Hmm. Well, I could just win a pawn by going with the queen. Can this be the solution here? I don't know. Hmm. Well, how about take the... Yes, that's probably it. So if the king goes to g2, I can just bring my queen over to e6 because he's not allowed to take. So I think that's the solution. Let's go. Good. And now I'll take. He takes with the queen and I take the bishop. Okay, good. White to move. White to move. Is it a checkmate already with the rook to c7? He cannot take it, it's defended. He can put something away in between, and he cannot run away. So yes, that's it. Good. Black to move. I thought it is an easy one with queen to e4 check. Also checking, attacking the rook, but the rook can just retreat to d3, blocking the check, and is protected by the knight. So that's not the easy way out. Yeah. Ah, but in that case, the rook is pinned, and I can just attack it with the other rook, and yeah, then that should be fine, of course. So we start with this one, yes, and now which of the rooks to go with? It should not matter. But which would be more elegant? I think. Mm, yes, I think the one from the f8 square. Basically, it doesn't matter. Hold on, I don't even have to move a rook. I can just use the pawn. Pawn c4. I cannot move it out of the way. And I can just simply take it. Yes, I believe that's best. Nice. Didn't see that, of course. So how to proceed here? Oh, this is like pulling teeth, guys. It's really difficult. Okay, so how to proceed here? If I take with the queen, he takes with the rook. Nothing is gained. The rook is still pinned. Now what? Doesn't matter. I mean, I can still take the rook with the pawn. And if he just takes my queen, then I just take. Yeah, so that's good. Yes. Easy, easy, easy. I think I'm getting tired here, but I will pull through. The quest is to get that magic 46. Only 17 more to go. Oh no. Okay, white to move. In a blitz game, I would just take the knight, who is also threatening my pawn. If I take, he retakes, and then I simply go for the pawn slaughtering by going d7. I think that's it. Let's see. No, I'm too scared. I mean, it will take so long, and I'm really tired, so I just move. Wrong, of course. Yeah. Okay, next one. It's black to move. I'll take the bishop. If he retakes with the king, I go with the bishop, pinning. Let's go. Good. Black to move. I think I have something nice here, and that is, yes, check with the queen on d4. He has to go out of the way. If he goes to the f1 file, a square, I just give a checkmate with the queen on f2. If he goes to h1, I just go to queen f2 with the checkmate threat on g2 and h2. If he goes out of the way with the bishop. But can he do something to me to stop that? No, he cannot. Yeah, best way to go, is it? Check, goes here. I go queen f2, and he cannot defend it. So that's my solution. Of course, I don't think of enough plies, I think it is. So what do I need to do here now? Is it checkmate? No, it's not. I take with the queen, then go here. Doesn't work. But now going with the rook on e1. If he takes, I retake, and it's a checkmate. Yes. Yes, going with the rook here. Good. Black to move. I have a checkmate threat on h7. So forcing moves. So a forcing move sequence would be bishop f2 check. If he goes to one of the sides, I cannot attack him. Oh. Okay, I try something else. Queen e1 check. He takes, and I take with the rook. Yes, it's a checkmate sequence. Good. White to move. Which one to go? H7 check. If he goes to f8, I queen on h8. So he goes to h8. Then I just move my king up. He cannot do anything, so take. I cannot really think anymore, I just do it. Good, white to move. White to move. I'm in check. So, what to do? Sorry. I think I should go to a square where he cannot check me. And the only one that comes to mind is g2. Yeah, there's no way that he can check me on g2. g2 it is. Also good. White to move. White to move. Okay, we're so close to a new record at least. White to move. What comes to mind is knight d5. If he takes with the... Yeah, I don't have to explain. I think that's it. We'll see. Now I just take, and the defender has to go. And now I can just... now I again have to think of all the possibilities. So if I take, he takes, and I have a worse pawn structure. So I think it would be good to, well, what to do? If I simply take the bishop, he can take my knight or my yeah, my knight or my bishop. I wouldn't like that. So I think it would be nicer to just remove the rook, the knight on e5. Now the but comes. If I do that, he can take with his pawn, and the bishop is suddenly protected by the queen. So it's not a good idea, and I just take that free bishop now. Yes, and we take, and we should be good. Yes, all right. So 35. We need 38. So black to move. What is the threat here? Threat is a fork? No, because I have the queen. That is good. So then basically I would defend one defender. That is the pawn on d4. I just take it with my pawn. He takes with the bishop, and then I can just take. I think that's the best solution. Would it make sense to defend? Take here, queen goes there. Move order is always a thing, so if I take the bishop first, he has to take, and I can sorry. So I have two choices here. One choice is taking the bishop, and the other one is taking the pawn. Should I go with my initial plan? 35, I'm so tired. Well, I should take the knight first, because he can still give me the knight fork. I mean, I only have the queen as defender, so I go first with that one here. But if I threaten it away, by putting the pawn to f6. Then he could just hop away. It's wrong probably, but I just take it. Yes, and wrong. Okay, so let's see where the arrows were. I'm going here. Move. And was it the... It was the bishop move. But he didn't have to take. Let's go back. So, we have a check. And now he can just, in my simple opinion, he can just go knight to f7 and escape to e8. I'm still in the forked position, but I think, is there somewhere an analyzing thing or so that I can ask? I think it's just super strong to ignore this and run away. What can I do? Nothing. Why is he forced to take with the queen? That usually means there's a checkmate waiting, but I don't see it if he goes to that one. Don't know, really don't know. Okay, we go here, he takes, I take, and it's over, right? No, it's not over yet, but now I can just take here. Doesn't make sense at all to me. Like, really not. What is this? This is analysis. Let's go to analysis. Okay, go back. Why can't I go back? First move. Okay. Hold on. Stop. Okay, I'm here. He goes there. It's a miss because d3 and then f7. Okay, let's play it out. d3. Wait. Great move. King goes f7 instead of taking, as in the solution it was given. King f7 is excellent. I go queen e4. Queen d7. And e8. Okay. So I was able to save everything, but why? My question is why? Let's go back. Why couldn't he just take here? Queen e4 was best. Now it's my turn. And I could just take the bishop. Why is queen d7 considered to be the best move? Can I just move and see what happens? F takes g5 is good, still 4.72. That is somewhat mean, I think, because it is wrong. Let's go back here. Okay, this was the move in the position. So Analyze is always on. He thinks a lot. King g6 is a miss. I go d3, that's still fine. It's +4. So we have queen f7, king f7. Now again I was out of what to do. Queen f4 here, or e4. Wait. Queen e4 was best. Now d7. d7 is... But I can still take. It's +4, 9. I take. It's +4, 7, 2. Queen d4 would have that's over my head. I just go to bed. I don't know. So we'll take a look at this tomorrow, probably. And yeah, didn't work out today. It happens. Great that ChessDojo made it to stay in the League 6. I wish everyone a very good night and yeah, sleep well. Bye bye.